Hey guys, and welcome to game number 11 out of 100 of my redemption match against the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot. The bad news is the first 10 games went quite poorly. We finished 2-8, so not the start we wanted, but the good news is there is still a lot of Scrabble left, specifically 90 more games, or 90% of the series, so lots of time to come back. I'm first here. Couple options. I could trade 3, probably keeping ADET, go all out for a bingo. I could score more with autoed for 18. Which does get me 18 points, which is obviously good, but it obviously sacrifices a lot of bingo percentage and also gives a lot more to BestBot. So it's a tough call. I think I'm inclined to play autoed here. To me, ATED is just not quite strong enough to justify the trade 3. And I do like grabbing points sometimes, so let's do that. And alright, that's one benefit too of playing more tiles. I get more chances at a blank, which is always nice. I'm not actually sure I have any bingos here. There are definitely 8s theoretically possible, like head stay, but I don't know if anything plays. And the bot isn't going to be of much help there, just dropping 2 Ws. Yeah, 7 is going to be hard to play on this board. I guess it would have to go above one of the Ws in Waw. I'm not seeing a 7. Like Analyte doesn't work because I have a D. A Syndita, I need an S or an N. Playdate, I need a P or an L. Yeah, I just don't think any of the tiles I need are available. I'm pretty sure there are no 7s. 8s would have to be probably through D, maybe E or T. Seems like it's going to be tough. Definitely don't want to miss something here, though. But I feel pretty confident I'm not. So, alright, if I'm not going to bingo, then I guess I'll just play off AY. I mean, this looks aggressive, but reasonable. I feel like I should play Ya here. It's a little bit harder for the bot to use, just because there are fewer R's than E's left for Rhea versus A. And also here, it's a little easier for me to hit a double-double, I think, because if I play here, I mean, I guess I could start with something with the E in the second spot, but if I'm going to play above the AY, I'd normally want to end in ED, and I can't with EY not being valid. Here, it's just a little bit easier, I think. And like I said, I think it's a bit more likely to stay open. So it's not a huge difference, but I have a slight preference for Ya. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, well, I'm definitely bingoing. That's for sure. And I've got several double-doubles. Chordate looks good, because that's very defensive. It doesn't take an S or anything, and the C can't be overlapped. So I think I'm going to just play Chordate pretty quickly if it stays open. If it does not stay open, then I'll probably play something through this E. There's got to be some double-doubles. Yeah, see, Moderate. That puts a ton of vowels next to bonus squares, so I'm not a huge fan of that. If there was a slightly safer double-double, that would be preferable. Fordate doesn't really solve those problems. There might just not be a way to solve those problems if I'm in a bingo there, but it's worth looking while the bot's thinking. Yeah, Recoded Decorate is not a double-double. Fordate, Derogate, not a double-double. Moderate, Operated is not a double-double. Maybe not. I think I would have to just play one of those double-doubles, which are not great positionally, but hopefully Chordate or something on the 5 row stays open. I could also double-double down the E column if I can get something with an R in the second spot. There's gotta be something there, right? Let's see, Tabard, Aborted, Borated, Red Code. Oh yeah, I can also play Red Code here. Actually, it's one more point than Chordate, but it is worse defensively because it does take an S and also puts the A next to the triple letter score. So I might actually sacrifice a point and play Chordate, assuming both of those remain options. Garroted, Leotard, Delator, Troked. Oh yeah, Troked, that'll work here for 84 too. If somehow I'm thinking like the bot plays above AW and across that way. The bot's taken a while here though. Unusually long, I feel like, for the second turn. It's already been thinking for 2 minutes, and it goes with Bulger, so... Alright, so my double-doubles on the 5th row are indeed blocked. Unless I can get something through this B? Seems like it's going to be tough. T-board. It does actually fit, but it's not that many points compared to double-doubling. So yeah, Troked is looking good now. Glad I saw that. I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing something through this B, but like I said, it's going to be tough. There's nothing ending in ABLE. Probated also fits, but it's not a double-double. Broasted, Broadest, Obdurate, Tabard. No, I don't think so, guys. It's just not that easy to bingo through a B late in the word. So, all right, yeah, Troke looks pretty good here for 84 points. Let's go ahead and take that. And that's a pretty good draw, actually. Like, I'm not going to bingo, but I have, at the minimum, I can play Axe for 51, which is obviously kind of cheap, but definitely will take it if I can get it. But I have an even better play. I have Coaxel for 69, which not only scores 18 more points, but also sheds some more clunky tiles to go along with my J. And wow, Zaire now. So there is just all kinds of stuff open. Coaxel probably still the play. I mean, what's really nice about Coaxel, actually, is that it saves JE. So if I get one of the 7 remaining E's, I'm threatening G's for 60 on my next turn. So that looks pretty good. I mean, there's just not that much I can do through the Z. I can play close, but it's 20 fewer points. I'm obviously not going to do that. Like, I'm not that worried about blocking the Z. I'm going to give up 20 points and keep both the J and my X. So yeah, I think Coaxel looks pretty good. I could also consider, I mean, I guess close does save Axe, which is something, but I still don't think it's worth giving up 20 points when I could also easily just draw G's. It's debatable, but 20 is just so much to give up, guys. I really don't think it's worth it. So, all right, I'm going to just stick to my original instinct and play Coaxel. And I did draw an E, so G's will definitely come down if that stays open, which I'm sure if the bot is able to go there, it will. If it plays through the Z, I should still have some reasonable plays. Jebel is not bad here, 32 points, keeping peg, blocks some lines. You could also play Jebel from this D for 32, but I'm less in favor of that, because with 4 S's left, it creates a nice S hook, and I do have a lead. All right, so Zoiel does come down. Not a huge surprise that gets blocked. Yeah, Jebel through the E here looking pretty good. It does take that front D hook I don't have, but it's going to be tough for the bot to bingo there, and it's not that easy to hit a 6, starting with a D. I could also just play next to Zaire with something like Peg first. But I also, it could go either way, right? Because if I play Jebel, I still save Peg. And I think the immediate bingo defense, blocking those floaters in Coaxel for the most part at this score, is nice. So I'm leaning towards Jebel right now, unless I can find anything better. There's also Jeep for 38, actually. That's worth considering. It's considerably more points. 6 more points than Jebel. LBG is a bit worse than PEG. Not much worse, though. The BL and GL go reasonably well together. PEG is just nice to keep a vowel at least to ensure I don't end up with a nightmare consonant draw. That's really the biggest difference, I'd say. And Jeep does have some defensive merits as well, blocking Severance under Zoiel, but it does create space on the N, or the L column rather, hooking ups or Upo. So kind of a wash probably defensively. Jebel is certainly stronger, and from that standpoint, I am going to be going up 90 points. So I think I'm leaning towards Jebel. Probably a slight equity sacrifice, maybe 3 or 4 point equity sacrifice, but I'm okay with that at this point in the game. I think that's reasonable. So let's do that. All right, the bot plays Navy. And what am I going to do with this? Do I have anything from the G in Bulger? I don't think so. I might just play Peg anyway. It doesn't keep a great leave. It's actually pretty scary. There's still 6 eyes left. Yikes. Yeah, only 1 eye has been played. This is actually terrifying to keep. I almost would rather play something like Digit, given how many eyes are still left. Wow. Yeah, only 1 eye played like halfway through the game. That's actually kind of terrifying. Ignite, I think, is just too dangerous. Yeah, I mean, DDRRRSSS left to hook it, and potential for big plays above on the triple. I can't really justify that. Anything else that is reasonable? I just don't really think I want to do this either. Like, I do have a lead. I'm not really dying to just open the board blindly. I know I'm not up a ton, but I'm up enough I don't think I want to do that. Like, if I play Peg, I am just so likely to end up with 3 eyes, which would be really, really bad. I don't think that's a good move here. There aren't a lot of great moves here. I mean, Digit does give back an S hook, which is honestly pretty bad with 4 S's unseen. Like, I really don't want to do that either. Just not really happy with any of my options. I mean, Peg is at least somewhat defensive. Not really dying to play Beige here. Yeah, this is tough, guys. You could just play Vague, but that's not particularly good. Page also keeps 2 eyes. Yeah, I mean, I also do like the fact that Peg blocks some bingos through that eye as well as scoring plays. It does score 26 points. So maybe it is worth it. Like, I probably have about a 40% chance at least to get another eye, which would be really bad. That's the problem. So, I don't really know. Very tough call. But I'm just not really seeing anything else that's any good. I don't see anywhere to play Guy for more than like 8 points or Gite. And at the end of the day, 26 is still a lot more than 8. So, alright, let's go for it. Alright, I actually will take that. I mean, I would have liked some more balance in scoring tiles, but at least I didn't get another eye. Like, I'll be able to play through this one way or another. Yeah, and that's just one of those racks that is really frustrating, because, like I said, there were no really good options. Everything had significant drawbacks, and you have to just kind of figure out what is the least of the bad options. So the bot plays Foo. What do I want to do now? I might just play from this G. Something like Gidden over here. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't want to get too passive here. Like, I am up 50, but I don't want to allow the bot to start clawing back without bingoing. And this does open bingo lines, but it also turns over tiles for the 4 S's and the blank and some scoring options. I don't think I can afford to be too cautious here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and play that. Okay. So I should be bingoing, right? Yeah, I will be bingoing because I have Irenics through the C. And wow, Quack for 60. And see, guys, this is why you can't be too complacent when you're up 50, because now all of a sudden the bot is caught up. And if I just played for 8, it would be a tie game. So, sort of a case in point. I mean, Nighteries has to be better than Irenics, right? Blocks a little more, scores a little more. Yeah, let's do it. Humanoid through the N. If that N stays open, it's basically game over. If the N does not stay open, then we'll see. I do have the D for Jebel, so if the N stays open, I'm slapping down Humanoid in 2 seconds, pretty much. I mean, unless he puts an N in the triple line or something, then I'll slap down Humanoid through that N in 1 second. But I don't think I have anything here at the moment that gets to the triple. I could play something like Mucid here. That's actually not bad. It's 26. Again, this is all assuming Humanoid does not stay open. Yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty solid. 26 points, blocking the C for potential high-scoring high C bingos, keeping the scoring tile in the H. That's actually a pretty good play if Humanoid gets blocked. Also probably could play down the L column here. But I want to be wary of opening too much for the bot as well. I can't do this because How does take an S now. It used to not take an S before the last update, but now that it takes an S, I certainly don't want to do that. So yeah, it's really all going to just depend on what the bot does. But I have to imagine it's going to be either Humanoid or Mucid. Alright, Humanoid is going to come down immediately, and that should just about do it. Oh, well, there we go. Now that'll definitely do it. Syngenic to this C for 86. If that stays open with a blank Y. Yeah, I mean, I definitely bagged BestBot this game, but I am not going to feel bad about it, given that I am 2-8. It definitely needed a win here. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a stress-free win. Once I got down Troked and Coaxial, I was always in a good spot, but the bot did keep fighting for a while. I had a couple tough turns. I got some nice draws after Peg, which was very fortunate, because I could have easily ran into eye trouble, and I thankfully did not. But yeah, definitely some nice draws here. Nighteries, Humanoid, and now it looks like I'll probably be bingoing again, back to back to back. So that'll be my 4th bingo of the game. I'd be shocked if the bot blocks the C at this score if it wants any chance to win. I guess if it plays on the bottom, I'll want to probably play there to block any potential triple-triples. I would not be surprised to see a triple-triple get opened here, but we'll just have to see what the bot decides to do. Alright, yeah, the bot plays Vet, so I'm going to bingo again and take an over 200-point lead, and the bot has Remains Marine Seminar, which are not going to play, I can't imagine, on this board. So this will be a nice win here. Probably, when all is said and done, I'm going to guess win by about 180, maybe? I think the bot will be able to go out into and make up some spread in the endgame, but not a whole lot. I expect we'll see something with quacks, maybe, like Risen, although that gives back easy plays through the R. Might be worth it, though, because I can also play with quacks, and probably will do so, with something like ifs or pose if the bot doesn't. I also have Jebble, too. Let's not forget about that. Do I have anything here? Not that gets to the triple. I mean, I could just play Defy or Defies for 29. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'll be scoring pretty well whatever the bot does. And yeah, I mean, I have to imagine the bot, like I said, is just going to go out into somewhere. Quacks seems like the most logical spot to go, with something like Mise or Risen. I mean, I think Risen is fine, because like giving me Ford is not that much better than Defies. It's only like 7 more, and it keeps 2 more tiles. It's actually only like 3 points better, and you get so many points for Risen, and then you can probably play out with MA. Yeah, but below Zoiel. I mean, that looks great. Just play Risen, let me have Ford, and then play Ma under Zoiel. I mean, that seems pretty solid to me. I don't think my rack is so bad that you can afford to slow play and not go out in 2 if you're the bot, but we'll see. The bot will know best. Ah, okay. Bot plays Semi. Didn't see that. That's a sneaky play. 45 points. Keeps ARN. So it's not going to get as many points for its outplay, surely, but I guess by scoring 45 and not giving back counterplay, that's a couple more. Okay. So where's it going out? Barn. It must have another out, right? Yeah, I mean, you can play Tarn from the T, play Earn from the E. Okay, so yeah, I'm not stopping it from going out, so I might as well... Is it worth it for me to block Barn with bipods? Let's see, so 27, I doubt it. Still gets Rand for 10. So 27, I think Rand would be its best out. That's 10, plus 17, it gets 10 more. So that's a net of -7 for, or plus 7 for me, I believe. And then if I just play Defies, it's 29. Bot goes out with Barn for 17. No, for 15, so plus 14, and it gets 8. That's plus 6. Actually, bipods is 1 better, it looks like, if my math is right. That's interesting, okay. Not what I would have thought intuitively, but that is why you do the math. And I doubt there's going to be anything better than either of those plays. It's not worth it for me to do this. I just keep too many tiles on my rack. So, alright, yeah, bipods looks pretty good to me. Boy, I haven't missed a higher scoring out that the bot has somewhere, but I don't think I have. Yep, Rand it is. So, alright, final score 522, 357, and much needed big win for me there. Yeah, a couple interesting turns. Towards the end, once I drew 3 bingos in a row, it was fairly routine, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, auto to me is not obvious. Like, I don't think trading 3, it's not on the static list here, but trading AOU, keeping ADET is a very reasonable option. I mean, you do give up 18 points, but you keep a much stronger bingo leave. You don't give back counterplay to your opponent. It's I think it's better to play autoed, but I certainly wouldn't criticize someone for trading 3 there. Bot plays Wall, setting up its L, which looks good for Wall. Okay, good. No bingos here. Yeah, it's either Ya or A. Like I said, I feel like this was a little bit more likely to stay open, so I'm okay with that call. And Bot plays Bulger. Tons of like 24, 23-point options here. Not going with Burgle. I get why I didn't play Bugle or Bulger here. I wonder why it played Maybe it probably wanted to block 7's hooking Awe just after a fish like Ya is my guess. I mean, if it plays... Yeah, because if it plays Burgle here... Where's Burgle over there? There it is. If it plays Burgle over here, then it's just much easier for me to play a 7. So for just 1 point, after a fishy play like Ya, I think it makes sense to play a little extra defense. So it seems like a good call by the bot. Yeah, Troke looks best by a good amount here. Wow, Azurite is on the bot's rack, but it didn't play. I guess I blocked it with Rhea, so very big break for me there that Azurite didn't go down. Zaire looks right. Yeah, Coaxel. I could play Axe or Lax here, but I mean, 69 is a lot of points to pass up. Zoiel instead of Towsel. Interesting. My instinct would have told me to play Towsel. I mean, AA is not great, but ATU is not great either. You get 3 more points, a couple more shots at the S's in the blank. So, interesting call by the bot there. Could also go Zealot. And maybe I go Zealot to open, well, both of them open bingo lines on the top. This keeps the C open for later. Yeah, I don't know. They're all kind of close. So interesting to see the bot decided the T was worth 3 points here. I guess just for the balance. I'd also think there's 37 consonants, 22 vowels, so I'm fairly likely to draw more consonants. To me, the T wouldn't be worth 3 points. I did this deficit with 4 S's and a blank still left, but I guess the bot begged to differ, clearly. So interesting decision there. Jebel, yeah, I saw Jeep, but I knew it was a couple points worse than equity. Actually, apparently just 1 to 2 points worse, but I think I'm fine with Jebel. Keep the E for vowel insurance, block a couple more lines. I think it's a good play. And the next play was really the one where I struggled. Yeah, I saw Ignite, but like I said, I'm not going to do that with no less than like 10 hooks unseen between a blank, 2 Ds, 3 Rs, and 4 S's. And also there's a K, there's even a Q. I mean, quad would really, really sting on the one row with QI, UT, and AE. That would be like 100. I cannot make this play. I absolutely cannot. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. Like, obviously, there's a lot of risk with all those I's left, but all my other options are just too volatile at this score, so I'm okay with Peg. And it worked out, honestly, okay, all things considered. I saw Bite, but, I mean, again, I don't want to open up these hooks. I'm ahead. I'd rather score, and like I said, I'm glad I scored, because the bot did come back with a vengeance, playing Quack for 60. And then you have some very nice drawing here for me. Nighteries, Humanoid, Syngenic, back to back to back, and that's basically the game. Yeah, I think, like I said, if my math was correct, Defies was 1 point worse because Barn would have been 5 more and Defies nets 4 more for me. So it ends up being Bipods working out better by 1. And yeah, that's it. So good game there. Very well played, I feel like. No clear mistakes. A couple plays could have gone a couple ways, but yeah, overall, very sound game of Scrabble there. Played well, drew well, good win. We'll take it. Very happy with this one. Improved to 3-8, back within 5 games of the bot, and hopefully we can get another game that goes like this on Wednesday. So thank you all so much for your support. Really appreciate it, and I will see you in a couple days for the next game. Have a good one. Bye-bye.